touch your kid, you supposed to die. Straight up. You rape a woman, you supposed to die. Straight up.
Yeah, but that's not your purpose. That's not your...
Who?
I thought we were going to let him handle that.
Who? Boy, God ain't put me here to be...
Who says he won't? Who says he can't handle it? How's that saying he's not going to handle it?
God, give me the strength to make sure this nigga, man, I want to stand over and give him everything I got. God, please let him be stretched. Because sometimes you give him everything you got and they, God don't take his hand off him. But if God take his hand off him, that feet going up in that air. His feet going up in that air.
Okay.
That's how that's supposed to go.
You get relief from that? You feel you...
What? If somebody molests my daughter, you gonna die. Or I'm gonna die trying. But I'm very resourceful.
You resourceful.
Unfortunately. But if you touch one of my children, you're gonna die.
Yo, I want to say something about that. First of all, shout out to him, Kevin Gates, for saying that and putting it bluntly, as I want everybody to be blunt about that. There's no debate on that. And I don't like Shannon Sharpe saying, oh, I thought we were supposed to leave that to him. Who's saying... Okay, first of all, yes, it is left up to him. And I know people say that, like, he'll get it, vengeance is, Yahuwah's in his own time, he'll take care of all of it. Of course he'll take care of all of it, because everybody's going to die one day. So they're going to burn in hell, of course, thankfully. But, I mean, so again, who's saying that he's not taking care of it? All he's saying is, I'm going to finish their script on earth. I'm going to finish their life on earth. That's it. To where they get to go meet him sooner rather than later. What's wrong with that? Get them to where they belong sooner rather than later, please. And like I say, I know people love to say, don't, it's not for us to judge. It's not for us. Okay, first of all, do you people know the meaning of judgment? Do you know what judging really means? Judging is not talking bad about somebody. Now, that's not what he's saying here. I'm saying, but when you talk negative on somebody, people say, oh, don't judge. That's not judging. Judging is having authority over somebody, is dictating what happens in that person's life, is deciding something that happens to that person. Now, in that case, you could call him judging because he's willing to take somebody's life. Okay, fine, I get that. But Yahuwah is our final judge. He has judgment. Why? Because he has the power to decide where somebody is going in the afterlife, heaven or hell. He has the authority. He has the power to send somebody to heaven or hell. If I talk about somebody that's bad, saying they're a terrible person, somebody like he's talking about, that has nothing to do with what happens in their life. I am not dictating, I am not deciding something in their life. I can't send them to heaven or hell. Nobody can. So that is not a judgment. A judge in a court is, he is literally judging you. Why? Because again, he has the power to dictate and decide what happens in that person's life that's on trial, whether to let them go free or to send them to jail for 10 days, 10 years, 50 years, whatever. That is a judge. That is a judgment. Talking bad about somebody is not a freaking judgment. People say, oh, don't judge, don't talk bad about people. F you. You're not supposed to talk bad about a PDF file? Okay. Go sit down and be soft somewhere else. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kevin Gates, and I did not like Shannon Sharpe's response at all. But that's something that's always bothered me. And why are you not supposed to say that people are terrible for doing stuff like that? No, if you don't want to, if you can't talk bad about people like that, if that's wrong, then consider me wrong all day long. All right. Anyway.